Your body knows what your mind cannot yet explain. The aches, the fatigue, the sudden rush of energy, they are not random. They are signals. The divine feminine is being rewritten from the inside out. Before union anchors, the body must transform. It must shed the weight of old wounds, recalibrate its rhythm, and become the vessel strong enough to hold the final stage. So if you've been wondering why your body feels different, heavier one moment and electric the next, it's not collapse, it's alignment. And the question now is simple. Will you trust what your body is telling you, or fight the very change preparing you for union? Why the feminine's body changes before the final stage. The twin flame journey is not only a path of the mind or the soul, it is lived through the body. For the divine feminine, the body becomes the first canvas where the energy of union leaves its marks. Long before the masculine speaks his truth, long before reunion manifests in the physical, the feminine's body begins to shift. It carries the codes of alignment. It feels the release of old density, and it transforms into the vessel strong enough to anchor sacred union on earth. Why her body first? Because the feminine has always been the receiver. Her field is designed to feel, to sense, to hold. While the masculine resists in the mind, she absorbs in the body. Her nervous system, her heart, her womb, her very cells act as antennas tuned to the higher frequencies of this journey. And when the final stage approaches, her body begins to recalibrate in ways she cannot ignore. This recalibration often comes as discomfort. She may feel waves of exhaustion that hit without warning. One moment she has energy to do everything. The next she cannot get out of bed. Sleep cycles change. Nights of restlessness followed by days where she can barely keep her eyes open. Appetite shifts. The body craves foods it once rejected or rejects foods it once craved. Sometimes even the skin, the muscles, the bones feel different, as if the body is holding energy it never carried before. These are not random symptoms. They are signs that her system is releasing what cannot enter union. Old traumas stored in the body rise as tension in the chest, pressure in the head, or aches in the womb. Emotions once buried surface as terrors, heaviness, or even bursts of anger. The body does not lie. It remembers everything. And before union can stabilize, it must purge the density it has carried for years. This stage is sacred because it shows the feminine that union is not just an idea. It is embodiment. The soul cannot live the truth while the body still clings to illusion. That is why the body changes. It is aligning with the frequency of reunion. The heaviness you feel is not weakness, it is density leaving. The pressure in your chest is not collapse, it is your heart expanding. The restlessness in your sleep is not failure, it is your nervous system rewiring to hold more light. At the same time, these shifts mirror the masculine's process. While his soul trembles at the edge of surrender, her body trembles with the same intensity. She feels in her flesh what he resists in his spirit. The exhaustion is his hesitation pressing through. The aches are his fears surfacing in the bond. The feminine does not only carry her own recalibration, she carries echoes of his. That is why her body feels so heavy before the final stage. But here is the truth. The body never changes without reason. Every shift is preparation. Every ache is clearing. Every wave of fatigue is an upgrade in disguise. The feminine's body is being remade into the vessel that can anchor the energy of union, not just for herself, but for both. She is not breaking down. She is being built into something stronger than she has ever been. So if you feel strange symptoms, if your body feels unfamiliar, if you wonder why everything inside you seems to be in flux, trust it. This is not illness of the soul. It is initiation of the body. The divine feminine's path demands embodiment, and your body is answering the call. Because the final stage is not only about love spoken, but love lived, and your body is the first to prepare. When the divine feminine approaches the final stage of the twin flame journey, her body begins to speak louder than her mind. It whispers through symptoms. It cries through exhaustion. It trembles with energy that doesn't seem to belong to her. These physical transformations are not random inconveniences. They are coded messages. They are proof that the body is aligning with what the soul has already chosen. The first sign is the shift in energy levels. You may feel bursts of vitality, moments where you feel unstoppable, followed by sudden crashes where you can hardly move. This isn't inconsistency, it is recalibration. Your nervous system is adjusting to hold more light than it ever has before. The waves of exhaustion are not failure, they are upgrades. Each crash is your body grounding frequencies that are too strong to process all at once. The second sign is sleep disruption. Dreams become vivid, sometimes overwhelming, carrying you into encounters with your masculine, or replaying old memories you thought were gone. You may wake in the night sweating, restless, your heart racing, or you may sleep deeply, for hours longer than usual. These cycles reflect the body's way of processing what the conscious mind cannot yet hold. At night, when the ego quiets, your body purges, rewires, and releases. The third sign is tension and pressure in the body. Many feminines report chest tightness, womb aches, headaches, or trembling in the hands and legs. These are not accidents. The body stores trauma and memory in physical form. As union approaches, those stored wounds rise so they can leave. That knot in your chest is grief releasing. That ache in your womb is ancestral pain being cleared. That trembling is fear shaking itself out of your cells. The fourth sign is appetite and craving shifts. Foods that once comforted may now feel heavy. Your body may crave water, fruit, or lighter meals as though it is purging density. Or for some, there is sudden hunger for grounding foods like meat or bread to stabilize the intensity. Either way, the body is choosing what it needs to recalibrate. Listen to it. These cravings are not random, they are guidance. The fifth sign is heightened sensitivity. Your skin feels electric, your senses sharper. Loud noises overwhelm you, crowded places drain you, strong lights feel unbearable. This is because your body is operating at a higher frequency. It is more porous, more open, more tuned to subtle vibrations. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is a sign of expansion. The vessel is no longer dulled by illusions. It feels everything. The sixth sign is emotional waves moving through the body. Tears rise without reason. Anger flashes, then dissolves. Laughter bursts out in unexpected moments. These are not mood swings. They are energy leaving. Emotions live in the body. When you cry, when you tremble, when you laugh until your body relaxes, you are not failing. You are purifying. Finally, the seventh sign is the deep, strange sense that your body no longer belongs to the old you. You may feel unfamiliar in your own skin, as if you are inhabiting a vessel that is being rebuilt cell by cell. This is true. The divine feminine's body is shifting into alignment with her higher self. You are literally becoming the woman who can hold union, mission, and purpose in her physical form. These transformations can feel confusing, even frightening at times. But each one is sacred. Each one is a message. You are being prepared. The aches, the exhaustion, the cravings, the sensitivity, they are all proof that the body is releasing what cannot remain and strengthening to carry what must. the feminine's path is not only spiritual, it is embodied, and the body, more than anything else, reveals how close you are to the final stage. So instead of fearing the changes, honor them, listen, trust, let your body lead you, because it knows union is near. The body does not change in isolation. Every physical shift the divine feminine feels is connected to emotional and energetic recalibration. The soul does not only purge through dreams, aches, or exhaustion, it purges through feelings that rise like waves. This stage is not only about the body learning to hold more light, it is about the heart, the emotions, and the energy field aligning with what the final stage requires. At this time, emotions surface with intensity. One moment you feel peace, the next you are in tears. Grief comes out of nowhere, followed by longing so strong it makes your chest ache. Then suddenly, laughter, love, or a strange calm washes through you. These fluctuations are not instability. They are the body's way of releasing energy that has been buried too long. Your emotions are being rewired so they can hold love without collapsing into fear. Why does this happen so strongly before union? Because illusions live not only in the mind, but in the emotional body. Every memory of abandonment, rejection, silence, or betrayal has left an imprint in your system. Even if you healed mentally, your body still remembers. When the final stage approaches, the universe says, "You cannot carry this weight anymore." So it surfaces. It floods through your chest, your throat, your belly, not to punish you, but to free you. This is recalibration. The heart is learning to stay open when it wants to close. The nervous system is learning to stay calm in the face of intensity. The emotions are learning to flow instead of freeze. It is training, not torture. Every tear is cleansing. Every wave is proof that your field is being aligned with truth. Energetically, this recalibration feels like surges and drops. You may feel a sudden rush of energy, as if your whole body is vibrating, then collapse into exhaustion. You may feel your heart beating faster, your chest heavy, your skin tingling. Sometimes it feels like you are carrying emotions that aren't even yours. And often that's true. The bond amplifies during this stage. You are not only processing your wounds, but sensing his as well. The masculine, as he stands before surrender, leaks his fears, his grief, his longing into the field. You feel them in your body, in your emotions. That heaviness in your chest might be his. That sudden sadness might be his. That restless longing at night might be his. This is not delusion, it is union. The closer the final stage comes, the thinner the line between your energy and his. But here is the sacred truth. The feminine is chosen to feel this first because she is the anchor. Her recalibration stabilizes the field so that when the masculine collapses into surrender, there is something strong enough to hold him. That is why your body and emotions feel like they are breaking. They are not breaking. They are preparing. They are being strengthened to hold the weight of union. This process is not easy. It demands that you trust your body and your emotions even when they make no sense. It demands that you let the waves crash without trying to suppress them. It demands that you stop labeling yourself as unstable, too much, or weak. You are not weak. You are recalibrating into a vessel that can carry sacred love without fear. The final stage requires a feminine who can embody truth not only in spirit but in flesh. A feminine who can feel intensity and not collapse. A feminine who can hold energy that once felt overwhelming and turn it into presence. This is the woman you are becoming, and your body, your emotions, your energy are all aligning to make it possible. So, when the grief rises, let it rise. When the longing aches, let it ache. When the fear shakes, breathe through it. And when peace comes, receive it fully. Every emotion is part of your recalibration. Every wave is shaping you into the anchor the masculine needs and the vessel union requires. This is not instability. This is sacred training. And you are passing every test. On the twin flame path, the divine feminine's body is not just flesh and bone. It is the vessel through which union anchors into the physical. The soul may know the truth. The heart may long for it. The mind may glimpse it. But without the body, union cannot be lived on earth. That is why, before the final stage, her body becomes the focus. It is being reshaped, purified, and recalibrated to carry the weight of sacred love. The feminine has always been the container. She is the space where life begins, where energy lands, where truth anchors. In this journey, that design takes on a higher purpose. She becomes the vessel for the union itself. Her body, her nervous system, her heart field, her womb, they are the temple where the frequency of the bond is held steady. That is why her body changes first. It is preparing to carry not only her energy, but his as well. This is why union is not just a concept, but embodiment. It is not enough for the feminine to say, "I believe in this love." Her body must hold it. Her cells must adjust to its frequency. Her heart must expand enough to contain the intensity without shutting down. Her womb must release old pain to become the creative center of mission and love. The body is the ground where the spiritual becomes real. When the body is unprepared, union feels unstable. The emotions are overwhelming. The connection feels too heavy. The energy is too intense. But as the feminine's body transforms, it learns to anchor what once felt unbearable. That is why she experiences waves of fatigue, pressure, or tension, because her body is being trained to hold a higher voltage of love. She is becoming the vessel that can sustain it without collapsing. This is also why her body often mirrors his resistance. When the masculine is trembling at the edge of surrender, her body trembles too. When he resists, she feels pressure. When he collapses, she feels exhaustion. Her body is wired into the union, acting as the stabilizer of the entire field. This is not punishment, it is sacred design. The feminine was chosen to anchor first because her vessel is the one strong enough to hold the storm. Think of it this way: if union were lightning, the feminine's body is the ground that receives it. Without a grounded vessel, the energy would scatter, burn, or destabilize. With her, it anchors, it flows, it transforms. That is the role of the vessel, not to control the lightning, but to channel it safely into reality. And this role is not a burden, it is power. The feminine's body is not weak for trembling, aching, or shifting. Those changes are proof of her strength. They show that she is capable of embodying love so vast it rewrites her very biology. That is sacred. That is divine. So when your body aches, when your chest feels heavy, when your womb pulses, or your skin tingles, don't dismiss it. Honor it. Speak to it. Thank it. Because your body is not betraying you. It is carrying you into union. It is becoming the vessel where reunion will live. The final stage cannot arrive without embodiment, and that embodiment begins in you. Your body is the temple. Your presence is the anchor. Your form is the vessel through which sacred union becomes real on earth. How this shift mirrors the masculine surrender. The divine feminine often wonders, why is my body carrying so much? Why do I feel the weight, the pressure, the exhaustion before he even moves? The answer is sacred. Her physical and energetic transformation is not separate from the masculine surrender. It mirrors it. What happens in her body is a reflection of what is breaking inside of him. The masculine's surrender is an internal collapse of ego. He has lived for so long building walls, hiding behind masks, convincing himself that control equals safety. But the closer he comes to the final stage, the weaker those defenses become. The soul begins to press louder than the mind. The walls crack, the masks fall. His resistance, once so strong, begins to shake, and every tremor in him echoes in her. The feminine's body feels what his spirit cannot yet admit. His fear becomes the pressure in her chest. His grief becomes the tears she cannot explain. His longing becomes the ache in her womb. His exhaustion becomes the fatigue that takes her down for days. She feels him because their energies are intertwined. His surrender is not only his own, it ripples through her, and her body translates it into physical form. This mirroring is not punishment, it is partnership. The union is designed this way so that no soul walks alone. The masculine may resist with his mind, but his surrender leaks into her body. And the feminine may suffer in her body, but her anchoring steadies him as he collapses. It is a divine exchange. Each carries what the other cannot. Each reflects the truth that both are one. When his pride resists, she feels tension. When his fear rises, she feels heaviness. When his longing breaks through, she feels waves of passion and grief that leave her breathless. And as he finally begins to surrender, she feels the release too. Moments of peace, lightness, strange calm after the storm. This is how she knows the final stage is near. It is important for the feminine to understand this, because otherwise she may mistake his surrender for her own collapse. She may believe she is sick, unstable, or weak. But the truth is, her body is strong enough to hold both. She has chosen to feel, to embody, to anchor, so that when he finally lays down his defenses, there is already space prepared to hold him. This is why her shift mirrors his surrender so perfectly. The exhaustion she feels is his ego dying. The heart palpitations are his truth breaking through. The vivid dreams are his soul reaching across the veil. The pressure in her body is the last illusions pressing out of the field. When she understands this, she stops fearing the symptoms and begins honoring them as sacred signs. And here is the deeper truth. The feminine's body does not only mirror his surrender, it accelerates it. The steadier she becomes, the faster his walls collapse. When she accepts her body as the vessel, when she honors the process instead of resisting it, her energy clears the field. That clearing makes it easier for him to let go. Her body's transformation is not just a mirror, It is a catalyst. So, beloved feminine, the aches you feel are not yours alone. The exhaustion is not yours alone. The longing, the grief, the trembling, they are His too. You carry them because you are one, and as He surrenders, you embody it. As He releases, you release. As He breaks, you expand. This is not suffering for nothing. This is union preparing to be born. His surrender and your transformation are the same event, lived through two bodies. And once both are aligned, once His walls fall and your vessel is steady, the final stage cannot be stopped. Your body is His mirror, His surrender is your shift. And together, they are the proof that union is inevitable. The divine feminine's transformation is not meant to feel easy. When the body shifts to hold the energy of union, it can feel overwhelming, confusing, even frightening. But here is the truth. You were never meant to fight against your body. You were meant to partner with it. The body is not betraying you. It is guiding you. It knows the path before the mind does. And when you learn to work with your body instead of resisting it, the changes become sacred instead of unbearable. The first step in working with your body is listening. The aches, the cravings, the fatigue are not random. They are signals. If you suddenly crave more rest, honor it. If your body begs for lighter food, follow it. If your body feels heavy and wants grounding, give it what it asks. Fighting these needs only creates more resistance. Your body is speaking the language of transformation. When you listen, the process flows. The second step is gentleness. Many feminines shame themselves for not performing as they used to. They push through exhaustion. They criticize themselves for needing more rest. They blame their body for slowing down. But the body is not slowing you down. It is building you up. Gentleness means honoring your limits, letting yourself rest, letting yourself cry, letting yourself feel. It is not weakness to care for yourself. It is wisdom. The third step is embodiment practices. Movement, breath, sound, touch. These help your body release what words cannot. Yoga, stretching, dancing slowly in your room, placing a hand on your heart and womb, breathing deeply until the tremors ease. All of this tells your body, I am here with you. The more you inhabit your body, the more easily it processes the shifts. Avoiding it only prolongs the discomfort. The fourth step is presence. When exhaustion, aches, or pressure come, the mind panics. What's wrong with me? Why is this happening? But presence teaches you to pause, to breathe into the sensation, to feel without judgment. Often, the moment you stop resisting, the energy releases faster. Presence transforms suffering into sacred clearing. The fifth step is trust. The journey asks you to believe that your body knows what it's doing, even when it feels strange. Trust that the dizziness is recalibration. Trust that the pressure is expansion. Trust that the fatigue is integration. Without trust, the symptoms feel like punishment. With trust, they become prophecy. Working with your body also means understanding that you are not only carrying your own transformation, you are holding the mirror of his surrender. When waves of heaviness hit you, ask yourself, is this mine or his? Sometimes simply naming it releases the pressure. Sometimes reminding yourself that you are anchoring both makes the weight easier to bear. This partnership with your body is the feminine's sacred initiation. It shows that you are no longer trying to escape your humanness, but embracing it as the vessel of divine love. The soul chose your body for this mission because it is strong enough to hold it. And when you stop fighting it, you begin to see the body is not in the way of union. It is the way. So, beloved feminine, do not collapse into frustration when the shifts feel too much. Work with your body, breathe with it, move with it, rest with it, trust it, because every change is proof that you are being prepared. Every ache is proof that you are being rebuilt. Every tear, every tremor, every wave of exhaustion is the path of embodiment. Your body is not your enemy. It is your ally, and together you are becoming the vessel of sacred union. Beloved feminine, everything you have felt in your body these past weeks and months has not been random. The exhaustion, the trembling, the vivid dreams, the pressure in your chest, the changes in your appetite, your sleep, even your emotions. None of it is meaningless. All of it is sacred. Because your body is not collapsing, it is preparing. The twin flame journey is not just about the spirit. It is not just about signs, dreams, or intuition. It is about embodiment. It is about the love that was always written in your soul becoming real in your life. And for that to happen, your body must transform. It must release the density of the past. It must purge the grief, the fear, the old trauma it once carried. It must learn to hold the intensity of union without breaking. That is why you feel so much. That is why your body has been the first to shift. Your body is not weak. It is wise. It knows before you know. It senses before you see. It prepares before the mind is ready. Every ache has been a clearing. Every tear has been a release. Every moment of fatigue has been integration. You are not failing. You are being refined. And here is the truth. Your body is preparing not only for you, but for both of you. The masculine surrender will shake him, but your vessel has already been strengthened to hold it. When he collapses into truth, when his walls finally fall, your body will be ready to steady the field. That is why you carried the heaviness first. That is why you felt the shift before he admitted it. Because you are the anchor, the vessel, the temple where union lives. This is the final preparation before the final stage. The soul does not ask you to abandon your body. It asks you to trust it, to listen to it, to honor it as the sacred partner it is. Your body is the bridge between spirit and earth, between longing and living, between the promise of union and the reality of it. So the message is simple but powerful. Trust your body. Stop shaming it. Stop fighting it. Stop thinking it is betraying you. See every change as confirmation. Feel every ache as prophecy. Honor every wave as proof that you are being made ready. Because you are not becoming weaker. You are becoming unshakable. Union is not just a dream anymore. It is an inevitability, and your body knows it. That is why it is changing. That is why it is purging. That is why it is preparing. So breathe, feminine. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the rhythm of your body. Thank it, because it is carrying you, carrying both of you, into the reality you have always known was yours. This is not collapse. This is initiation. This is not punishment. This is preparation. This is not the end of you. This is the birth of who you came here to be. Your body is preparing for sacred union, and soon what you feel within will be undeniable without.